We thought driving deep into the Sahara to celebrate New Year's was a good idea. But we never expected to experience such an epic adventure in the last days of 2023. All of this took place at one of the most desolated places on Earth. Get ready and follow these excited amateurs getting out of their comfort zone and drive the most difficult part of the Sahara. This is the Rover without Louis, destination Tunisia. With our friends, we are planning something special. Our trip to Tunisia, to drive the most difficult desert track and to celebrate New Year's Eve. One problem, we are not experienced desert adventurers, and we learned it's hard to get reliable information. But we dropped Louis off at his favorite place in the world, waved him goodbye, and started this new adventure.
Roses in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the grey. This is Ladyboy 6 for Alpha Male 2, over. Tom, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Right, we're almost there. 2 hours for the port of Genoa. I'm really wondering what Orla and Marianne are doing at the moment, man.
I don't know, man. I think they went on holiday together.
We had a somewhat complex planning due to limited time off from our jobs, so we traveled in 2 teams. Marianne and myself took a flight from Amsterdam, and Patrick and Tom took a 27-hour-long ferry from Genova to Tunis. The boys had a long trip ahead. Patrick had some miscommunications with the steward and showed off his bad parking skills. Legend says he was just finished parking when the ferry arrived in Tunis.
Daar zijn ze.
And there we are, reunited. All a bit tired, but also excited to finally realize our plan. Going into the desert all by ourselves and drive the difficult dunes of the Erg Oriental. At least, we thought so. Ahmed, a local experienced dune driver and camp owner, told us in recent times it's harder and harder to get deep into the desert by yourself, especially if you only have limited time. So there goes our plan, and we went back to the drawing board. Military checkpoints can send you back if you don't have a guide in the deeper parts of the desert, is what Ahmed told us. So this was a big risk for us, as we only have 1 week. We have a big decision to make. Will we get a guide and play it safe? And is there even a guide available? An Italian Land Rover fanatic who visits the dunes yearly gave us some insights.
Erg Orientale, where you are now in Tunisia, it's really technique of driving.
I like the technical stuff.
Yeah, because the dune is short.
Okay.
If you go in Libya or in Algeria, it's a long way. You can take 1 kilometer to arrive on the top of the dune. Here, it's really technical. And it's important that you look what the guide.
Yeah, that's awesome. We
It's
learn.
really
We
important.
learn from the guide.
And if you want to really enjoy, don't think only to drive, but think how the guide take the dunes.
Here's Walid, the guide that will steal our hearts.
Doe
نسكن دوز زعفران. نمشي دائما للصحراء جيد توريست كل toujours حمقى non حمقى c'est bien touriste, c'est bien des voitures, c'est bien tout, c'est bien.
Our 4-day desert adventure can finally begin. The first few dunes were easy for almost everyone, a good way to warm up, at least if you put the car into the right gear. We drove deeper and deeper into the vastness of the desert, and slowly the scenery changed. We found an epic camp spot.
Ja.
Walid prepared an awesome local meal and showed us how to make bread in the desert, a technique used by nomads for decades.
Echt lekker.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Apart from some sand between our teeth, it was really nice.
Goed hè? Lekker met een beetje curry.
The first few dunes already had a big impact on the vehicles, and a few bush repairs were needed. Then we lowered our tire pressure because today was going to be harder. And here was the first big dune we had to get over. Walid went first to try and find a route. Now it's Patrick's turn. It's definitely not easy. You have to read the dunes and, most importantly, step on the gas pedal. Almost. But the old Land Rover slowly got up. Now it was Tom's turn in the big Ram. It's longer and heavier, but it has a lot more horsepower. This is what we came for. But we also had to go down, and you need to keep momentum and keep the wheel turning. Otherwise, you will risk the vehicle to turn over. got more comfortable with the sand, but at the end of the day, the sand gets softer. We first tried to winch him out from the back, but the ram was too heavy.
Wat zei je? I think we have to start shoveling.
Nothing happened. The only thing we could recover was Walid. So we all grabbed a shovel and started shoveling. The whole drive shaft was in the sand, so we needed a lot of time. It was at the end of the day, and we still needed to find a place to camp. And most importantly, it was New Year's Eve. But the shoveling, the max tracks and the winch did the trick. We could finally start searching for our camp spot, and I think we found the most beautiful spot. "2023 went out with a bang. For us, 2023 was a year where we set aside our fears and pursued our dream of traveling the world full-time in 2024. And what a way to start this new chapter, with our friends from home and our new friend guides from Tunisia in the middle of nowhere. Dreaming of how the story of the Land Rover and the Ram will unfold in 2024. Now it was my time to descend a big dune, and I was quite scared. But with Walid by my side, I just went for it.
Bravo!
And we continued our journey deeper into the desert. In the afternoon, we reached an oasis in the middle of the desert. There's even a small cafe.
Good. We were here.
Where Marianne got covered with Fanta, and Walid spent his time in the hot water from the spring. After hours of driving in the dunes, we wanted one last epic camp spot high up on the dune. Walid thought we were crazy because normal people camp behind the dune, not on top of it. Some technical driving brought us here, high on the dune with no one around us. We needed to drive for a full day to get back to civilization, so we fueled up and had some more fun in the dunes. And after days of driving in the sand, this old Land Rover Defender, unbreakable Toyota Hilux and new and heavy Ram all made it safely through the desert. And most importantly, we made a new friend without speaking each other's language. Due to the time we had to leave the dunes and drive through the mountains. But this wasn't bad either. The next day we met a local who said he wanted to show us something special, an oasis near the Algerian border. So we followed him. And we had to drive through a riverbed and through a small gorge to reach the oasis. We reached the oasis, and he showed us a lot of crystals can be found here. So after a beautiful camp spot last night, we drove further into the mountains and we ended up in this canyon where we met Farouk.
The best oasis in Tunisia, natural oasis. 300 years ago, caravan with camel from Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria. 80 dates on the stone dates. Green, why the oasis green? Down 20 meter water on phosphate. In Algeria, snow in winter and water come here. In winter warm and in summer cold. The best oasis.
We went to a restaurant for a local lunch, where by the looks of it, not a lot of tourists visit. But the people, their kindness and passion are incomparable. We drove back into the mountains for a last epic scenery. We set up camp and concluded. The preparation of this trip was time-consuming and complex. We had a plan and an itinerary, but within the first 24 hours, our plan was thrown overboard. Adventures like these can't be planned ahead. It's the people you meet and the conversations you have that will shape the adventure. It was better than we imagined it would be. We cannot wait to see what 2024 will bring. But first things first. Quit our jobs, get married, and then we will set off on our biggest adventure yet.